Welcome in, friends, to Design Thought Studio. I'm Kim Salter, owner and creator of this place for you to land to connect more fully to your life. Today, I'm going to be talking about and using emotional freedom technique, EFT, to tap through fears specifically connected to people in network marketing, or MLMs, as you guys have heard it be called before. The one thing that I hear the most is that the people that are on the teams under me, I'm part of two separate MLMs, and I love the blueprint of an MLM. I love the community. I love the support. So I am for it. But the thing that I hear the most from the team that is being built under me is that people have fear around sounding too salesy. And so I've been working with MLMs for probably close to 7 years. And what it really comes down to is a fear of not being enough, right? When we have a fear that we come off too salesy, underneath that fear is that we will not be accepted, that people will say no to us, right? That they won't say yes, that they will say no because of how we showed up personally. And so we're going to do a tapping session today to start to reset and reframe that fear story and really take the block out of it, knowing that whatever the product is, whatever the experience is that you are sharing and selling, if you are someone who actually uses it in your own life, then you're just a storyteller, right? And that's a good thing. You're somebody who knows and sees the benefit in your own life, and you desperately, not in a bad way, but in a beautiful way, want that energy to spread to others. And so when you share that energy, we know how the universe works, it comes back to us. And it usually comes back to us tenfold, right? So part of this is anchoring in on intention. What is your intention? I always like to start people off at how can I serve? How can this product serve them? How has it served me? And again, it can be more than a product. Maybe it's an experience. Maybe it's clothing. Maybe it's a wellness video. Whatever it is, aligning with your intention before you start putting yourself out there and knowing that it's okay. You can ebb and flow through this. This is not about perfection. So let's go ahead and get started with a tapping session, emotional freedom technique, all about specifically people who are in network marketing and MLM blueprints and the fear that comes up with sounding too salesy or coming off as too cheesy or too salesy. Okay, so here we go. Go ahead and settle in. Take a long, deep breath in and release. Good, and we're going to start, as always, on the side of our hand right here, which is called the karate chop point. And we're going to start with our karate chop setup statement. And you're going to repeat after me. Super easy. Here we go. Even though I have a fear of sounding too salesy when I speak to others, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Good, 2 more times. Even though I have a fear around coming off too salesy as I grow my business, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. 1 more time. Even though I have a fear in my body, mind, and emotions around sounding too salesy as I bring my company into the world, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Good. Take a deep breath in and release. Okay, we're going to move into the most pressing issue. And if we really boil this down and get to the root, it's about rejection, right? Fear of rejection. If we come off too salesy, we might not be accepted, which in turn means rejection. So that's going to be our most pressing issue, all this rejection, all this fear of rejection. Allow it to settle in. You might find yourself moving even from the business mindset to your emotional life. Let yourself go there. See where these blocks are so we can release them. Okay, here we go. Repeat after me. The first point is right here at the inside of your eyebrow. all this fear of rejection. Good. All this fear of rejection. I have so much fear of rejection. Good. What if I'm rejected? All this fear of rejection. Next is collarbones. All this fear. Good. Under your arm. All this fear around rejection. Good. All these old stories about rejection. Good. Take a deep breath in and release. Good. We're going to start in on our first round. And one of the things that we're going to bring in that always is attached to rejection is what we talked about in the beginning, that fear of not being enough, that fear of not being lovable, not showing up, not fitting in. All of those things are part of this top level fear of, I'm afraid of feeling salesy or sounding salesy, which translates to, what if I'm rejected, right? What if somebody doesn't choose me? It's a blurry line when we're working with products and sales. And this doesn't have to just be for MLM, but that's where I come from, so that's what I'm talking about. Remembering that there is a distinction between you and your product. So if somebody says no, trust in the universe that they aren't meant to be with you and that the next person will come with you. Because why? Because you're clear on your intention. You know how it can serve. You know how it can enhance someone else's life. Okay, here we go. We're going to go into the first round. Just go ahead and follow after me. I notice that I have all this fear. I want this to be successful, but I don't know how to make a sale. I'm so fearful of sounding salesy. I'm so fearful that I will be rejected. Okay. All this fear around being rejected. What if I am vulnerable? Top of your head. And I put myself out there. Good, keep going. And people think I'm annoying. What if they don't like what I'm saying? What if my business can't grow to what I see it as? All this pressure. All this pressure to show up perfectly. Keep going. To make the sale. To grow my team. I don't know if I can do it. Good. Take a minute and take a deep breath in. And release. Good. We're moving in to the next round. We just did 2 rounds of really digging into the emotions around it, and I'd love to hear your comments. What comes up for you? And now we're going to raise our vibration. Okay, here we go. I'm remembering that I'm called to this for a reason. I know that I have support. Good. I am surrounded by an amazing community. And if I'm not, then I'll create one. My goal is not to make a sale, but to enhance other people's lives. Good. To tell a story. And to honestly share. And from that place of intention and empowerment, sales will be a byproduct. I can feel my team growing now. I'm following my gut on this. I know this is right for me. So I will continue to do the work. I will continue to use the product and share my experience. I will continue to believe that every single person that is meant to be with me on this journey is going to show up in perfect timing. And the only thing that I have to do is to also show up. Good. So excited to show up to this experience. So excited to learn as I go. Tap your head. So excited to remember that every single no I hear is just another opening for someone to say yes. Good. I attract the perfect people to my team. I get in alignment with my intention every day. And I share from a place of truth. I follow my heart. And I settle into my intention. Tap your head. I am so ready to be open to receiving now. Good. Take a deep breath in and release. Beautiful. Join me over in Design Thought Studio closed group on Facebook to continue this conversation, or leave a comment below if you'd like some more help and guidance in your own MLM network brand. And let's have a conversation. Bye.